Tonight on the new Inventors. Anyone who rides a horse has nightmares about falling off, getting their foot caught in the stirrup and being dragged along, and sometimes it happens. So, how can we stop it happening?
In Australia alone, almost 30 people a year are killed in riding accidents. Many more are injured because their foot gets caught in the stirrup and they are dragged along the ground by a panicked horse. So we have come up with a way of reducing the risk of breaking bones in horse accidents.
A stirrup that releases when you fall. The escape stirrup is basically a stirrup within a stirrup that breaks away when you fall. As you fall, your toe automatically comes up and triggers the release mechanism and prevents you from being dragged.
The escape stirrup does not only give you a safer ride, it also doubles as a ladder.
Please welcome Peter Zillmer, Nicole Allman, legendary stunt person Heath Harris, next to him Zach is a horse, and on top of Zach, Katie. Welcome them all. Nicole, hello. Peter, now you're the inventor, so we'll talk to you first.
Yes.
This is your very clever thing, isn't it? It's so clever. And if this was a foot, this hand was a foot, and you fell backwards, your foot would come up like that, the force of it would knock that out, and then when it gets to 90 degrees, because of its very clever design, it would simply detach. It's a ski binding for horses, isn't it?
You got it.
And
all in one.
Yeah, lovely. And Heath, can you tell us, well, Katie and Heath, can you demonstrate how this can really hurt someone?
Well, there's two ways you can be dragged off a horse, and that's from that side.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
Hanging upside down in there.
Look at that, that looks
and
so
a lot
elegant.
lower. We're not going low today for safety reasons, but
but that'd hurt.
And that's one way, and then the other way is when you're on the if you just hop off, Kate, and you finish up on the ground.
Yes.
And your foot is in the stirrup, right?
But with this one,
both times you notice where the horse's feet are. I mean,
bad.
It can prove fatal, and all the vests and helmets in the world aren't going to help you. 50% chance you're going to die.
Okay. So what does this do?
So this.
Out it comes.
Out it comes.
Beautiful.
Yep.
You're left there. The horse goes away.
Yep.
And just Katie, hop back on again. But shows how for little tackers, it can operate as a bit of a ladder, as a sort of an added benefit. See, look at that.
That's it. Yeah.
And there you're on. You can you just flick it back up again, and now you can ride away into the sunset. Please say Katie, Zach, and Heath. Thank you very much. You guys come over to the panel. Now they cost about $100 a pair, right?
That's correct.
And they come in lots of colours.
They come in the 8 different colours, and we also cover them in leather. But with the younger people, safety is not attractive at all or trendy.
But purple is. Exactly.
Purple is, cane-toed is, whatever you like.
Bernie?
Peter and Nicole, you've been making detachable stirrups for years now, and this is your latest variation on a theme. What is it about this one that's new and is going to stand out from your other earlier models?
The difference is that this is a two-part stirrup. That means you've got two parts. And the other one...
I guess that's what two-part means.
Where'd you come up with the name?
And the previous model is a 5-part. It has got 5 moving
parts.
And sprung-loaded as well.
Yes.
Now, I really like, it's a nice mechanism. I was having a play with it before. Once it's out of place, it can dislodge only at 90 degrees. Now, is that going to make sure that you capture everyone who would normally fall, that 90 degrees release? Are there situations where people aren't going to reach 90 degrees and could get dragged?
Well, you always reach 90 degrees in a fall and more.
I used to ride a lot on the farm, and I was never a very, very good rider. We had a good stock saddle that used to keep me in the saddle, but I always jammed my feet into the stirrups. Now, that was frowned upon because I know it was a danger of being dragged. Am I now allowed to ride with my feet jammed in? Do I not have to now worry about having my toes on the edge of the stirrup?
You can continue riding as you've always ridden in the escape stirrup as in a normal stirrup. There's no different, except these are safe for you and will prevent you from being dragged. But they actually encourage you to ride correctly
with the curvature of the foot plate, because you've got more room there.
Jim?
Yeah, my
you
cousin...
ever ridden a horse, have you?
Yeah, a few times.
Have you really?
I'm not an avid rider, but my cousin is, actually, and she had a bad fall from a horse a few years ago, so I really appreciate the importance of your invention. I guess I'm interested. Many stirrups are made out of metal, but you've chosen a sort of a PVC option. How tough is that going to be, especially when it's, exposed to the elements over a long time?
Yeah, okay, there are two ways of testing it. One is we have commissioned an institute to do a rapid age testing, but physically we actually have given the stirrups to a professional horse riding center where they are getting a hammering every day, all year round.
So for how long?
Already for 2 years.
Okay. And they're standing up to it?
Yes, yes. Nobody on the property is allowed to go on a horse without our stirrups.
Summing up, Bernie?
Like James, I'm not the world's greatest rider, actually, like Christine as well, by the sounds of it. But that's just going to give so much confidence to people like me who like to ride but, fear being dragged, and it's just a real safety blanket in our minds. So I think you've done a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. I think this is going to be such a boon too for all those places that now can't offer horse riding because insurance issues are so much of an issue. So yeah, I think you're going to...
The cheapest insurance in the world.
Yeah, and I think pony clubs and others might actually find the insurance issue is important. What's more, you're going to entice those people who might have had a nasty fall back into the saddle. Good luck. Good luck.
Get back on that
Back
horse.
on the horse. All right, please thank Peter Zillmer and Nicole Orman. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Peter.